Hey everyone, Tracy here. Now that you've added a moving average to your TradingView chart, let's take a look at how you can customize those settings. Now let's take a look at how we can customize this moving average. So if we select the moving average, go in the top left corner, and right beside it, you're going to look for the little icon that looks like a gear. That is the settings button. Click on it. Now we're going to look at the style tab first. And inside this menu, what you have is the ability to change the color. So let's go in here and change the color. Let's just pick a, I don't know, let's do a green color. And then you can change the opacity at this point. You can make it less opaque or more visible. And then change the thickness. Now I personally like a thicker line, so I'm going to change this to the second choice, and that changes the thickness of the line on the chart. The next option that we have is this button right here, which allows you to choose the type of line. So right now we have just a regular line, but if you wanted to change it to say crosses, you could do that, or let's say circles, you could change it to circles. Now, let's just, some of these aren't conducive for a moving average. For instance, columns, that's not something you would want to be using for a moving average. So let's just change it back to a line. The other thing that you can do inside of this button is select the price line. Now, what this does is allow the price that the moving average is currently at. It'll show right here. You can see this line that just appeared, and you can see the price is showing on the right-hand side in the price bar. That is convenient, gives you an idea of what the current price is of that moving average if you're interested in it. Otherwise, you can turn it off. Now let's go into the inputs. And in the inputs, you have your first choice is that we're going to look at is the length. Now the length is the number of candles that are being used to calculate the moving average. And in this particular case, it is 9 candles. Now I want to change this to say 100. So let's use this as a 100 moving average, and you can see that that line changed. That is now the 100 moving average on a 1-hour chart. Now the source area, this is what is being used to calculate the moving average. So this is the close of each of those candles. You can change that if you wanted to any one of these options. I personally leave it as closed. That's the default, and I don't change that. Offset, now what you can do if you wanted to change this offset, you can see the line moves as you change the offset. Again, I don't use this, but that is there for you to play around with if you wanted to. So once you've customized your moving average, and let's say that this is the only moving average you're going to use, you may want to save this as your default. So what you can do is go down to the bottom left corner of this, select it, and you can save this as the default. And that way, anytime you choose a moving average, it'll automatically come up exactly the way that we've just set it up. And if you wanted to reset it, you could just reset the settings. All right, so that's how you do that. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is this indicator time frame. Now, this is pretty cool. Right now, we are looking at a 1-hour chart, and we are looking at the 100 moving average on a 1-hour chart. But let's say we wanted to monitor the 100 moving average on a daily chart. We can do that by going into that area and then select daily or 1 day. Now, the moving average that we are seeing on the chart is a 100 moving average from a daily chart, but we are watching it on a 1-hour chart. That is pretty cool. If you want to change that back, go back in here and same as chart. Then select OK, and you are done customizing a moving average on a TradingView chart. Remember to subscribe, like, and share if you found value in this video. Till next time.